Former scribe and a close aide of Ramdev is in the news. The man, Pratap Vaidik, has been discussed inside and outside the parliament. While the man claims that he has contacts in Pakistan and met Hafiz Saeed to discuss issues of concern as a journalist, the Congress has questioned it. Though Ramdev himself has defended his aide, saying that this was a meeting to cause a change in the heart of the dreaded terrorist, Vaidik says at least he showed the guts. An NNI story of the day. First, Prime Minister Narendra Modi called the Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif in his swearing-in ceremony. And now the meeting of journalist Pratap Vaidik with dreaded terrorist Hafiz Saeed has led to the talk that he has acted as an envoy for the current government. This considering his supposed proximity to the ruling dispensation. The journalist, however, has rubbished such claims. He said he knew Pakistan journalists for decades and this was out of a gesture that he got to meet the 2611 plotter. Interestingly, speaking to reporters, he said that had someone else gone, he would have returned in a stretcher.
बहुत अच्छी मुलाकात हुई और मैंने सब बातें खुल के कही। उन्होंने मैंने जितने आरोप लगाए उन पर उसके लिए बड़ी हिम्मत चाहिए कि एक दुनिया के मोस्ट वांटेड टेररिस्ट से जाके उसके घर में शेर से उसकी मान में जाके कौन आदमी आंखें मिला सकता है। ये नेता जो बहुत बकबक कर रहे हैं वहाँ पर, इनमें से कोई चला जाए सारा पजामा गीला होके निकलेगा और स्ट्रेचर पर लेट के निकलेंगे, पांव पे चल के जाएंगे और स्ट्रेचर पर लेट के बाहर निकलेंगे.
The journalist was dragged into a controversy when his photographs started circulating on social networking sites. MOS Home Affairs Kiren Rijiju ruled out any action against Vaidik. He said Hafiz Saeed is most wanted, but a journalist cannot be regulated. Interestingly, Hafiz Saeed is a terrorist as per Government of India, and any journalist meeting the man on personal capacity cannot be acted upon. This is according to the government sources. While the matter was taken up in Parliament, Manish Tiwari spoke up on his gut feeling.
Well, there are two aspects to the entire issue. The first is that Mr. Vaidik, who has a degree of credibility within the Indian public domain, was it appropriate for him to be meeting India's enemy number one, Hafiz Saeed? However, if he purportedly feels that as a journalist or as a former journalist, he was well within his rights to do so, then it begs another question because of his proximity to the powers that be in Delhi at the moment. You know, was this a Delhi authorized initiative? And if so, are the powers that be in the BJP or the government, you know, trying to reach out to people who are in the crosshairs of every law enforcement agency in the world which looks at terrorism? So therefore, having taken a very muscular position on Pakistan for 10 years, you are seeing strange and bizarre developments emanating out of the Bharatiya Janata Party and its instrumentalities. So therefore, the question is not so much as to what Mr. Vaidik did or did not do. The question is that was Mr. Vaidik acting on his own, or was this an initiative which was implicitly, explicitly blessed, patronized, supported, or even winked at by the BJP government? That's the moot question.
Ramdev meanwhile came to Vaidik's defense, saying he would have tried to effect a change of heart in the globally designated terrorist. Reports claim Vaidik met Saeed in Lahore on July 2nd while touring Pakistan with a group of journalists and politicians invited by a peace research institute.
मैं वैदिक जी से बात करूंगा और मुझे पूरा विश्वास है यदि वैदिक जी उनसे मिले भी हैं तो उन्होंने उनका हृदय परिवर्तन करने की कोशिश की होगी और आदरणीय वैदिक जी एक वरिष्ठ पत्रकार हैं और पत्रकार जो है वो यदि किसी संदर्भ में किसी व्यक्ति विशेष से मिलता है तो इसके पीछे कोई हेतु होता है। एक तो इसके पीछे उनकी मंशा जानना, और क्योंकि वैदिक जी तो एक प्रखर राष्ट्रवादी व्यक्ति है तो उन्होंने उनका मन भी बदलने की कोशिश की होगी, ऐसा मैं विश्वास करता हूं।
Powered by NNIS.